When Juan Carlos Sanchez was woken by an 8.1 magnitude earthquake on Thursday night, he only had time to bundle his children out of the door before the walls caved in. As the sun came up, he saw the full extent of the damage in his hometown of Cabeza de Toro.
Todas están cuarteadas.
It was worse than a bomb. It has destroyed everything in town. I built this house with my own hands, and if I hadn't been alert, it would have fallen on top of us. We are poor, and what little we have is left in the rubble.
Yet Juan Carlos's problems haven't yet come to an end. The ground in Chiapas state continues to tremble with aftershocks at regular intervals. There are fears another quake could cause a tsunami that would engulf what is left of his home. Such fears have led to a mass exodus from the coastal regions as people like Heriberto Chavez move to the safety of higher ground in the north.
Another big earthquake has been forecast that could kill us all. We are moving away from here until we know it's safe to return. It's heartbreaking to leave everything behind, but it's the only option.
Following the worst earthquake to hit Mexico in a century, authorities are working on a speedy return to normality, but say it will be a difficult process.
The psychological effects of this shock must not be underestimated. And while the damage may have been relatively slight in comparison to previous earthquakes, the trauma caused by this sort of event can be very damaging.
It was horrible. We ran outside into the street and were crying and hugging one another. I've experienced many earthquakes, but nothing like this. I thought it was the end of the world. It felt like the apocalypse.
For the time being, the earthquake's evacuees will be sleeping rough in the central square of an unfamiliar town, waiting to return and rebuild their homes. Yet not everyone has taken the government's advice to avoid the possibility of a second quake.
It's scary, but my husband says that if it's going to kill us, then there is nothing we can do. We are from here and we have nowhere else to go. We have decided to wait and see what happens.
As thousands are left displaced and homeless across the country's southern coast, Mexico's natural disaster infrastructure will be pushed to its limit. And just as the hurricane season gears up to batter the other side of the country, the strongest earthquake in modern history may just be the beginning of a very difficult end to 2017. Alasdair Baverstock, TRT World, Chiapas.